Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host, Indraneel. Today is MS Dhoni versus Shubman Gill. Yes, it's CSK versus Gujarat Titans. We have already are aware of the fact that MS is quite happily, willingly has taken the back seat. He's not talking as much. He should be doing what he was doing a year ago when he was a captain. He's very happy. He's put his feet up. He's enjoying this joyride. Already fourth in the points tally. Uh, Probably three more matches left. Certain to qualify. Playing against GT today, of course, they'll strengthen their chances. They boost their chances if they can win tonight. But MS Dhoni taking the back seat and enjoying life, and this is something people have gone there thinking that MS Dhoni will be a huge guiding force. They are actually a little confused at what they've never seen MS Dhoni like that before. So is he sort of empowering? This is the way to empower Ruturaj Gaikwad to take over the reins of CSK. He's already taken that officially, but still people suspected that he's not able to lead the side, which Dhoni, when Dhoni is around, right in the middle behind the stumps. But on the contrary, things are a little different. To take that discussion forward, we are joined by Mr. Abhijit Sarkar and senior journalist Nilanjan Datta. Welcome, gentlemen. So, Mr. Datta, I would like to start with you today because Abhijit always get to face the new ball. He always takes that strike. So I thought,
I'm
let's.
Bumrah. I'm Bumrah. Bumrah.
No, this is the problem. You think you're Bumrah, but you're not. That's a huge problem you
I'm
have.
Boom. I'm.
At age, when you start aging, you start hallucinating also.
You are Tambe. You are Tambe. Sitting in the dugout of
Why are you
LSG.
calling names and all that, Tambe and all that? Why would I be a Tambe was a leg spinner, I'm an off spinner. So you should get your facts
And
right, sir.
Nilanjan is Chetri. Chetri. He is our star.
Obhijitda is not Bumrah, it's Michael Holding, the greatest ever.
Yeah.
No, but Mr. Datta, I want to know from you your thoughts on MS Dhoni slowly taking the back seat. Just make the most of what you're seeing on MS Dhoni right now. That's what you would tell the fans. So how do you see this MS Dhoni sort of going away, fading slowly out of IPL? It'll be a sad day when he actually announces that he's not going to play anymore.
Well, Indranil, thank you for having me on the show and lovely to be on the same platform with Obhijit, obviously
Ah,
kind of a mentor to all of us. Not keeping well, running quite a very high fever, so pardon my voice. It's some kind of a
God.
husky voice which I have. Blame it on the summer heat and drinking of very chilled water. Well, speculations are on for long. Every year we have been speculating Mahendra Singh Dhoni going out without giving him a chance. And if you say that he has been means taking the back seat, he has always taken the back seat from behind the stumps, allowing hasn't he all over the years. Well, but there are various types of personalities and characters. Sometimes we talk about them, sometimes we do not talk about them. On the field, he has never been a kind of a guy like Virat Kohli or a sort of Ganguly, the two other captains whom we can relate to, showing his
Yeah,
emotions on the field. Obviously, inside the dressing room, he has been different. But it's also a way of allowing others to express themselves. The freedom of expression has been given to all. He's such a big statured gentleman or a player or an individual that if he speaks, people maybe feeling that needs to be done. The team management is going there with a plan. Ruturaj has a plan in mind. The team management has a plan in mind. If required, I believe he would be chipping in. That's all what I can say from having known him on the surface for long. Otherwise, if you poke your nose into each and everything without being the captain, the others, I won't say would be starting to complain, but may get a bit more confused. So maybe Mahendra Singh Dhoni is just holding it back as and when it requires. I'm sure he gives an inputs to the teams. If the team is on a roll, it's going on a fine mode. If not the finest mode, let it be so.
absolutely. I mean, very well explained. Actually, this is what happens when you have the basics are so strong. And we talk about basics. The one team which really stands out in this IPL is Chennai Super King because of their basics. They have no. I mean, they're completely cricket-driven team, and They don't believe in any glamour cushion, nothing. Well, Dhoni, of course, is the way he sort of maneuvers, the way he sort of over the years kept different kinds of hairstyle and all that. But uh, generally, if you look at the team, their basics are so strong, and Chennai Super King is really a case study. Abhijit said, your thoughts on the Chennai, the legacy they have carried, and they're fortunate that they have someone like a promoter like MS Dhoni, who's probably a
Hmm.
co-owner also, which they've never come out and said in public that he co-owns the team, uh, because he's got lovely sort of relations with the promoters, and a family relation. So how do you see MS Dhoni, the day he's not playing? I mean, his role as a mentor and so on and so forth. How do you see MS Dhoni, the the aura of MS Dhoni leaving behind the legacy? I mean, if he goes, there'll be still MS Dhoni in the dressing room, because he'll be there and then, not leaving anywhere.
Look, whenever a personality like MS Dhoni, whose contribution towards that his franchise is so much, so
Yeah.
virtually that person becomes an owner or a co-owner. And not only co-owner for the franchisee or for the in front of the IPL, he is the co-owner, maybe more of a owner for the masses, the thala they call him lovingly. They think that he is the owner. For them, that person is the owner. And why you said, just you were praising that the CSK, that they have followed a template, and that template has been followed right through, and that you can see in every match. Even they are deprived of some ballers, or even they are at loss of some batsmen, they have a backup plan. And you think, if the franchisee from the top is having faith on a particular person, that look, you will be the overall mentor, and your coach will be supporting you, and then you will be answerable. Then the person who's take the responsibility of personality, and like MS Dhoni, who takes the accountability, then he leads from the front. So there is no requirement from even intervention or interference from outside also. He has that sort of brain. So if that is the case, for example, I can give you an example. They are in the last match, they were without Mustafizur, they were without Pratirana. Simranjit comes and bowls 4 overs, and for 20 runs he takes 2 wickets. I am not taking away the credit from Simranjit Singh, but when you are
He is
the
Simarjit
way
Singh. Simarjit.
Simarjit Singh, or Simranjit, yeah, says Simarjit Singh. Maybe I'm pronouncing the name wrong.
Hmm.
They are every team. We are just now. We will discuss about GT, that okay, how they are been deprived because of the loss of Shami and Hardik and all that. They have Conway, they have Musafizur, all the through they are losing Deepak Char, but they are already even, well, not a, I will call him that nothing extraordinary talent they have as a backup. But it is Dhoni. I will give credit to Dhoni, that he is bringing out that talent within their limitation and making them perform. That is the credit. Look at the situation. You give the example. If you today, again, I will say repeatedly, I will say that after RR on the auction table, the most balanced team next was PBKS, the Punjab Kings. Look the way they are performing. Look the planning. I am giving you a comparison. If is it possible when a left arm spinner is bowling, instead of Sam Curran, they will send Livingston? Is it possible a bowler who has a history, Rabada, who has a history of a good record against Faf and Virat Kohli, he is being dropped? Is it possible that Harpreet Brar, who has performed, who has taken the wicket of Patitar and so many, he is dropped from the matches? It is
But
not
don't be
possible in
serious.
CS.
Don't
It,
get
it
so
is not.
serious. You're getting
It,
agitated.
it, it, it is not possible in CSK. CSK have reason, whatever, if they are dropping somebody, if they are backing somebody, of course under compulsions, if there's
And look
somebody
at the way they're
somebody
backing Rahane. Look at the way the biggest story is Rahane.
Rahane,
Yeah.
and no, not only Rahane, the way Rahane is performing under Dhoni. In other franchisee, they were saying he's finished. Rahane's career in T20 is over.
Yeah.
When Robin Uthappa was on the downslide. He went after our team. He went to KKR. He performed very well. He was on the downside. He was not being beaten by anybody. CSK took him over, and Robin Uthappa went there and performed. And the CSK became champion also once when he was there. And the way Robin speaks about Dhoni. So the way the players who maybe on the downhill, the players who were saying that okay, their career in IPL is over, their T20 career is over, he has revived them. I am giving you the example of Devin Conway. He was another extraordinary player of T20 cricket, but it is absolute revelation after he last year the
All
way he
right,
played.
all right. Definitely. Dhoni has left behind that legacy and he will leave behind a legacy when he goes. But can you imagine a legend like Dhoni, Mr. Datta, was uh, was undermined by the same group Goenka the way they did other night with KL Rahul. Uh, 2017 season when he was not made the captain. And Dhoni still had to swallow the bitter pill and he stayed on. They played the final. They lost the final to Mumbai, I remember. But this is what it is. Dhoni has really carried it very well, even rejection. I see a glimpse of it in KL Rahul also, the way he behaved in other night in front of the LSG owner, Mr. Sanjeev Goenka. So, I mean, that group has undermined a player, a champion player like Dhoni also, which is little. And how do you see that?
Well, see, there are a very unpopular opinion. There are two sides of the coin for each and everything which we speak about. Having said that, am I playing the devil's advocate, saying that okay, such a behavior, uh, you are kind of endorsing what happened with KL Rahul versus Sanjeev Goenka? Well, to be neutrally moving away and sitting on the clock tower for a bird's eye view, if you look at both aspects, emotions run high. Uh, Someone is a professional out there; he's getting paid. Performance wise, the owner wasn't, what do you say, happy with it. 33 runs for 29, the same 33 runs went for 97. But having said that, am I kind of advocating the kind of animated discussion that happened, having been part of teams, of the national teams of a different sport? Such discussions can always go on behind the scenes. People are jumping the gun, people are saying lot many things. Yeah, it happened to Mahendra Singh Dhoni too, but that's what shows the character of the individual. Uh, and such a situation, it's open secret that KL Rahul will not be most likely in LSG. You yourself have put in a report that he's the hot favorite to be captaining RCB. Good cricketer, whatever he does. But how do you respond back or come back after such incidents, if I word use the word incident, is to keep your mouth shut and do your performance, do all the talking, make your performance do all the talking. It's a small world, it's a roundish world. And there would be again many more meetings in the ecosystem. The cricketing and the sporting ecosystem is very small, both chota hai dunia. So people would be meeting each other again. Maybe they have forgotten, hugged, and kind of moved on. But such emotions do happen. I was just seeing on Twitter the hair dryer treatment from Alex Ferguson to the Manchester United squad. It's a different. It's a coach to the team. Obviously, in a different sport altogether. Here, it's an owner. What is right or what is wrong in this perspective depends, in this situation, depends on the perspectives of us, from the perspective of what we are looking into it, what we are already have in our mind to be deciding upon the situation. I may be wrong, I may be absolutely off track, but it depends. Someone may say, okay, the owner is right out there. The others may say the player has been victimized out there. Both are right. How do we strike a balance in a sporting ecosystem? You need to strike a balance. You need to always remember that all of them are public stakeholders in front of the fans, and the entire cricketing world and the entire sporting world, all over, not just over the country but all over the world. So behavior matters, but it depends on perspectives.
All right, behavior matters a lot. Actually, it shapes the way you're going to sort of create your environment, your surrounding. Respect is another word which respect the game we spoke about at length also yesterday. Abhijit sir, when we talk about behavior, I mean, can you just enlighten us what is happening in that camp? There are reports that KL will not captain that team anymore. Already people are talking about it, and these are all speculation. Like, you should never trust it till it doesn't come. Till it doesn't come from the horse's mouth. That's what I always believe. Uh, Talk to the top management, then you file a report. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. But your thoughts? Any sort of feedback you're getting from after that night's incident?
Look, whatever I said from the taking a cue, what Nilanjan very rightly explained, articulated, that it. I would like to add that it is a maybe it's a incident, or whether it was an incident or whether it was a coincidence. Coincidence means right in front of everybody they were having animated discussion, and the camera focused on them, and that was misinterpreted by the media and everybody, because we don't know what has happened, what has been discussed, what they have conversed with each other. Yeah, well, that again, I will say what I explained to you yesterday as well, that it depends what sort of liberty. Look, just now Nilanjan mentioned about football, that even if you mentioned about Ericsson, there has been spat with the footballer and the coaches and the manager, and which already always they used to say the player cannot be bigger than the club. This thing has happened in the Premier League as well. So and where because of that the club suffered, whether the team suffered or the game suffered. So it depends how much space, if you are if BCCI is giving permission that okay, after the match the owners and the players they can converse there and discuss. Okay, then they have the right to discuss among themselves. If there was in our, I again said in our time, we till the prize distribution is over, nobody was permitted to go except the players. Anyway, now they have been lenient of that the rules may have been changed. But if that space is given, and that there is a space given between the player and the owner, that he can speak in that. Look, the punchline, Lucknow's punchline is "Adab se harayenge." If I Adab is the appropriate word for KL Rahul. He really has adab. Most well-mannered cricketer, calm and cool
Absolutely, of
cricketer,
this generation.
and
That is a fact.
and one more thing, he may not have the caliber of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but the calmness and coolness he of course has of
True,
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
true.
I have never
Absolutely.
shown him getting agitated in the ground. I have never seen him getting excited in the ground. He has his own reaction in very cool and calm way. So that is his behavioral pattern. So maybe in that way he has the given liberty to Mr. Goenka as a guardian, as a owner, and that liberty within taking the liberty they are discussing about themselves. He spoke with the Langer also. If they are not saying anything negative, we are nobody to conclude that what Mr. Goenka said any agitatedly or any animatedly. There was that liberty was given to Mr. Goenka by KL Rahul and Mr. Langer. If that has been given, we should not comment on it.
So basically, you are not
And,
aware of
and,
it.
and
That's what you.
especially Indranil, just one point, what Dada mentions very appropriately. KL
But what is the
Rahul's
story? I
behavior
want to
and
know the
calm.
story.
No, KL Rahul's behavioral pattern and calmness. Look, very recently, we need not be going back to Sir Alex Ferguson. Very recently, in last 2 3 years, look what how Cristiano Ronaldo behaved on the field. CR7, the global icon, was dropped by Eric Ten Hag for Manchester United. He did not take it well. Now, whether the coach was right in dropping him or he wasn't, that's a different debate altogether. But he did not take it. He could have behaved in a better fashion. But that's a very good lesson for everyone. KL Rahul there did not respond or animate himself, and then things could have been blown out of proportion. So it
True.
also depends on the individual, and his calmness, which Dada very, very appropriately mentions, needs to be lauded in such a situation, being the cynosure of all eyes at that juncture.
But I'm still hunting for that story. Abhijit sir, what was the dialogue like? What exactly happened between them? We can only see their gestures, the gesture of the LSG owner Sanjeev Goenka, the way he was. That was a little insulting. Whatever, but this is how it is. But when you play your
That
shot.
was that was consulting or insulting. That only time will say.
Please find it out,
I'm
sir.
sure
We
Dada
live in
Dada
Lucknow.
has already had dinners with both the all the three gentlemen together. Given his stature, he's not opening his mouth out.
No, but you should let us, you should enlighten us. Abhijit said this is not right. You're sitting in Lucknow. Lucknow team is under a lot of
Look,
criticism for
that
this, whatever
that
happened.
that that enlightenment I would like to see on the field by LSG against Delhi. So
Oh
maybe that
wow.
enlightenment. So then
We
we
pray for
we,
that.
we may see we may see that enlightenment by performance of LSG against Delhi. They have
So
a
all the
five
fans
days
can,
gap.
yeah, LSG playing in Delhi and Abhijit sir has all the tickets to distribute because it's the
No,
LSG
that
team. Am
is
I
that
right?
that is not my cup of tea. It is Indranil Basu, the great
No, no,
cricketer
no. I'm not
of
a,
Delhi, the
no, no, no.
Delhi
I'm nowhere
cricketer,
in the scene.
the
I'm nowhere in the
Stephanian.
scene. No, but sir, but coming back to today's game. I mean, yesterday's game. I beg your pardon. Yesterday's game. I mean, you gave two catches. Both the catches. One was a half chance. Second was, of course, a catch which should have been taken at this level. And Virat Kohli, the way he played, uh, do you see him playing the role of a floater in days to come? Because I don't see him Virat Kohli as a T20 player after 10th over when 11th over gets underway. If you can, what position will he ideally should bat? The way he's batting right now, he would definitely demand to be there at top with Rohit Sharma. But then there is left-right combo. We need some firepower at the start. So they will sort of deliberate on several things, including this. But Virat Kohli coming down the order. So do you see Virat playing the role of a floater? Because when it's 80 for 1, 8 overs, you would rather send a hitter rather than a Virat Kohli. We saw a glimpse of it in that match where super over happened against Afghanistan. If you remember the last game we played against Afghanistan, where Rohit had 100, Virat was held back. So do you think that's an indication that same thing could happen to Virat Kohli, despite what he's doing in the IPL on flat tracks? You see a change of role for Virat Kohli in T20 in the upcoming World Cup. Abhijit sir?
Look, I still feel, if you ask me, from
Mm,
that look, people are speaking about his strike rate. His strike rate is around 150. So
yeah.
what more you require from a cricketer like Virat Kohli, a perfect fielder, absolutely fit, and with a strike rate of 150 is performing. So he's easily walking into the team. But the way he's playing, I feel that he should come top of the order, maybe even to open it. And if Rohit comes at number one,
No,
maybe
Rohit can't do. No, no, Rohit will never come down
no,
the
no, no.
order.
I'm thinking. I'm discussing about an option. You are asking me
No,
an
no, don't
option.
discuss, which is not a reality.
Look, look. Virat cannot be a finisher. If you are talking about
No.
floater, he cannot come in the number 4 or 5. If it is 80 for one, or maybe 200 for one, or maybe they have reached 115. They bat like Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma, and they reach 120 in 10 overs. Then
Uh,
after that, you want that you instead of Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav can go. But when he has a strike rate of 150, and then he's performing well at number one. Why you want to relegate it to the lower order? He will also come and start hitting. You mean to say that he will not follow that strike rate when he has followed
no,
strike
no,
rate of
Virat Kohli is
150?
not a power hitter. Virat Kohli, let's face it, Virat Kohli is
Power,
not a power
look,
hitter.
maybe if you say after 15 overs, India is at 170 or 165 for one. Well, then you can send instead of Virat Kohli, you can send Surya Kumar Yadav or Hardik Pandya. But if
By
of
the
the
time we lose
order,
the game, by the
eh,
time we lose
well,
the momentum also.
no, no, why should we lose the momentum when by 15th over by 15th or 12th over you lose the first wicket? Then you can, of course, you can set Surya Kumar Yadav. But you are saying constantly using him as a floater. That I will
No, no,
beg to
no.
differ.
Suppose we lose a wicket in the power play. Mr.
Uh,
Datta, we lose a wicket in the power play. Okay, Virat Kohli, of course, should be given a chance to go and rebuild the innings and build a
of
partnership
course,
because whatever format you play, you still need that partnership. So Virat Kohli could be given that role. But beyond if we get a flying start to our innings, and after 6 over or so, does it make sense to put Virat Kohli at one down? Don't you think he'll slow down, because it's not going to be that easy? I know he can accelerate. He'll say I can do everything. I can play any role, this and that, and he's done a phenomenal job in last World Cup he played against Pakistan in 2022. No one can forget that is sort of one of the best T20 knocks ever played on this planet. So that was something special. But uh, I mean, we see something, and we believe that this star can replicate the same form over and over again. That was a super special T20 knock for Virat Kohli. After that, we have seen so many hundreds. There's that he scored runs, but he didn't score uh, the way he did in 2022, that Pakistan game. That was remarkably special, isn't it? I mean, how do you see Virat? I mean, when do you see Virat?
So if you ask me, means obviously this is a very what do you say, a very tricky situation, catch-22 situation for the team management. I'm sure they are looking into this. There are people with much repute out there. It reminds me of a situation where a settled opening combination of a Sachin Tendulkar and Saurav Ganguly had to be disturbed with a certain swashbuckling Virendra Sehwag coming in. The captain at that time took a call.
Very well
Took
said.
a call. He
Yeah.
demoted himself to number three, all for the benefit of the team. A left hand, right hand combination, he gave it up, and the team did well. He was brave enough to take that call. The team management backed him. Now, he did it because he understood if you have Virendra Sehwag, you need to go up. Pulling down Sachin Tendulkar to number four, as the great Greg Chappell did, it was a disaster. So he was kind of means foresee could foresee what could happen and what needed to happen. He pulled himself down. Maybe the team management needs to take a clue from there and take a call, as Dada said. Rohit comes in at number three, because if you have Yashasvi playing up the order with the left hand right hand combination, let Virat open, hold the innings together, hit the bat balls. He's after all Virat Kohli. We need not be even criticizing or looking at him about his strike rate, about his balance or anything. Forget it. दुनिया में कोई नहीं कर सकता. Give him the confidence. बच्चा तुम है भाई. कभी तो T20 नहीं जीता है. जीत. How does Mahendra Singh Dhoni get the best out of people? Man management, as Dada mentioned. You need not be a Donald Bradman or a Michael Holding or a Virat Kohli to win a tournament, or a Lionel Messi. A very average player can go out and outperform everyone in a month-long tournament and win a World Cup for us. That's how Virat Kohli needs to be treated. Virat Kohli के दिमाग पे जाओ, pressure मत दो कि भाई तेरे लिए मैं दे रहा हूं इसको. You are the one who can bring everyone to the streets of India again. You are Virat Kohli. Come on, man, go and win this. You are opening. Come what may. I'll come down the order. That's the talk which needs to happen. People need to be brave. When you are asking me, I'm just saying this. डिसीशंस ऐसे लिया जाता है, हाँ वो करेंगे ऐसे करेंगे, नहीं होता. शायद लिया जाता है. आई एम बीइंग इमोशनल बिकॉज इट्स विराट कोहली, वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट प्लेयर्स, बट यू नीड टू स्ट्राइक ए बैलेंस. एंड एज यू से कि after 7th, 8th, 9th over, do you prefer Virat Kohli walking in at 97 for one with the super start? And we will be getting good starts, obviously. Or put Virat up the order, Rohit walks in then. So it's the team balance which the team management needs to take and be brave. Because भाई एक बात है, एज ए प्योर क्रिकेट फॉलोअर, आफ्टर द इनॉग्रल एडिशन हमको ठेंगा लेके T20 वर्ल्ड कप से आए. मैं बहुत खुश हूं कि वी आर नॉट गोइंग इनटू दिस टूर्नामेंट वर्ल्ड कप एज फेवरेट्स. हर बार हम फेवरेट होके जाता है, हार्ट ब्रेक होके वापस आता है. So let us be dark horses, outsiders who have a chance. Take a brave call, man, for the best betterment of the team, because you can't drop Virat Kohli. And having him in the team, you cannot just push him down the order. This my
All
two
right.
cents. Obviously, I'm not a technical guy.
Look,
All right. All
the simple thing what I wanted to say is that,
right.
see,
Why did you say it
I
before?
think, no, I thought you will catch what I wanted to say. You'll
Okay.
see the comparison, the way Rohit is playing and the way Virat is playing. If Saurabh Ganguly took a brave decision, like
Again, you're going
Virat,
back to Saurav.
look, if let me complete. If
Okay.
Saurabh
Okay.
Ganguly took a brave decision at that point of time,
Ah,
he saw that potential in Virendra Sehwag. Look, today's Travis Head is an advanced version of Virendra Sehwag of that time.
True,
Okay,
true,
that swing of the
right.
bat, he plays with that sentiment of the swing of the bat and the reflexes. Travis Head has the reflex. He doesn't have an orthodox style of playing, the Sehwag also doesn't have an orthodox type of playing. So he should saw that potential. He relegated himself down the order and put Sehwag up. So same context, what Niranjan said, rightly said, that if required, the way where Virat is playing now, Virat can open with Gaiswal, and the Rohit can come at number one, and then number two, so on, Surya Kumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya, and as the team progresses. But I think that position should be either opening or number one. That should be Virat's position. And the way Rohit is now playing, if Virat is more comfortable in opening, let him open and let Rohit come in number one. Let Rohit settle down. Then he comes back in form. Then they can decide. But they are both pros, seasoned pros. They can be flexible with each other from opening to number one or one to number
What
opening.
you say? What you say in Hindi? Mera lathi hai to mera best, right? So that's what they say. What is the saying, Abhijit sir?
अब मैं हिंदी बोलने के लिए तो यहाँ नहीं, हिंदी बोलने के लिए जब आऊंगा तो
No,
मैं
but
आपको
what do they say?
फ्रेजोलॉजी
What do
बोल.
they say? Mera mera lathi hai to mera bhais hai. Something like
हाँ,
that, right?
like that only. Yeah. I
Okay,
don't know
so
why
if
you are
you go,
remembering so much bhais. So, but anyway, but let's go forward.
listen,
Uh,
listen, listen,
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
You have to know certain things because Rohit is a
जिसका
captain.
लाठी उसका भैंस
जिसका
Jiska
शायद.
लाठी
Lathi
उसका
uska
भैंस.
bhais.
Uh,
Rohit has actually lost it after coming to TUI platform. He's lost his Hindi touch completely. It seems.
no. When you will ask me to speak in Hindi, I will speak in Hindi that way. Though I was just
No, no,
thinking but you
he's a
such an
poet also.
articulate gent.
Abhijit sir is a
Look,
poet also.
just a certain articulate English gentleman like Nilanjan Datta is sitting in front of me, whose English is far superior than me. So I can
No,
speak
there is
only
no
technically.
अरे
superiority
दादा
here.
दादा
Everyone is
ऐसे
saying
मत
we
बोलिए.
are sharing
You
the platform.
आपको we always look up to you and not today.
But
Over the years. हाँ क्या
I can
सर
only
आप
express my knowledge.
आप
Hmm.
अरे सर हम तो
see,
आपसे
but
सीखते हैं. पूछिए. मैं आपके सामने आने से डरता हूँ. यू आस्क
अरे
what do you say, Indro?
don't
You
say,
ask Indro
don't say
the
that.
no,
chats which we have.
no, no,
It is
that's
your
true. That's
humbleness.
true. But I want to know. You think our team like Punjab, we call it in style, may we call it Punjab. Okay, Punjab. So a team like Punjab has not performed to its potential. Do you think they can go for a Teeth Yatra or something? Probably change their luck in some way. They do so
She,
much of hard work throughout the year, getting the best team together, amazing support from the team owners, promoters. Still, they go nowhere. Every year they come, they start with a sort of potential, and look at the way they are losing matches by 60 runs is a huge margin. I mean, where are they going? And they started. I mean, one of the best matches they have played was against KKR, a top team, beating them by scoring, chasing down 261, highest chase in the history of IPL. So what goes wrong with this team, Mr. Datta? I want to know from you your perspective what Punjab should do because it's not much of a trouble for them to go for a Teeth Yatra because they are at the sort of threshold of Himalayas. Chandigarh is you go
No,
by Chandigarh and
that's being a bit too harsh. Obviously, results and part and parcel of life. But yeah, if you consistently kind of means underperform, there would be doubts which would be increasing, means coming in for each and every time. They had a good team, but I believe the team management, which involves the senior players, the captain, and the coach. You need to, in such a situation, I always keep on repeating the same thing. You need to get the best out of the players. At this level, whoever is playing, obviously there are stars, there are superstars at this level in each and every sport. You just need to get the best. नींबू निचोड़ के आपको सबसे बढ़िया चीज निकलना पड़ेगा. So that's where the team camaraderie comes in. That's where the talks matter. That's where the team bonding matters. Because average individuals have outperformed world champions in every sporting history. And here you have a team which was good balance, but they are not gelling in as a team. And if it's going on for a long time like RCB, then the team management needs to sit back, introspect. आप अभिजीत दा को नेक्स्ट ईयर का 3 साल की पंजाब का टीम दीजिए. He'll introspect it rather than having the same faces each and every day, because accountability, it's not just about the players, it's about the individuals who are behind the scenes, That's what accountability matters. That's what makes a successful team in whichever sport it may be a country or be a club. So that's where they need to go and hit. It's just not कि you pick up A, you pick up D, you pick up M, you pick up N, और सभी को ला दो और हम जीत जाएंगे. नहीं हो सकता भैया. So that's where the thinking and the camaraderie needs to come in, and the planning needs to be executed from there. It's not just a festival of 2 or 3 months. It's a total grinding process for last 12 years, which gives you the performance of the club or the franchisee on the field.
So true. Very well explained. But the problem is Abhijit sir won't leave Lucknow, I think, for Chandigarh.
Look, one thing, Indranil,
He
you must,
becomes so lazy.
Indranil, you must realize one thing.
Ah,
What do you mean? Why we are mentioning about Dhoni that is excellent man management. Man management means just sweet talk, pep talk. Do you think that like that? Just they are making sweet talks
then you can
with
get
the
a
players.
banker to do that. You can
You
get a
you
banker to
have
do
to
that.
no you have to make the other player realize his potential, his demerits, his limitations. Look, Shikhar Dhawan, KL Rahul are thorough gentlemen. Let me tell you, there are thorough gentlemen cricketers. They are, of course, their approach towards cricket is also a little bit towards 2020 or 2019. Now it is 2024. Both it is Dhoni who has, according to the situation, he has adjusted himself according to the requirement. He has realized the progress, whatever the player the potential is required for the IPL, and that his team has performed. But Shikhar Dhawan, KL Rahul, and they were very good under. They may be very good under a captain, but as a captain, they have to perform, and they have to realize that according to the situation, they have to change. They have to be more aggressive. But I'm not asking to change in their behavioral style. Like yesterday, Shikhar was nowhere found in the field. I think he was not. He was not even there in Dhamshala. He is the captain. I don't know what has happened. Shikhar, I was repeatedly pointing out to you, even when the captain is injured, sometimes the captain is not playing, they come into the field during the break. He never used to come, he used to sit in the dugout. And the last match yesterday, I didn't even see him in the dugout. But he is the pre-announced captain. So then, if that sort of confusion is happening, when your pre-announced captain is also not there, not even traveling with the team for the Dhamshala, then for the match, then there has to be the camaraderie, the atmosphere in the team or in the dressing room. You can very much realize. And when so many international cricketers are playing, local cricketers are playing, so you have to maintain that rapport. And there also you have Sanjay Bangar. Sanjay Bangar is also a gentleman, thorough gentleman.
Absolutely, no true. I mean, there is no. I mean, I can't deny that. I mean, there's so much truth to that. But today we have GT versus CSK. Let's see the top picks before we round up the show. Uh, we have top 11 picks. People are playing fantasy cricket. We have Riddiman. I'll back him because he's not scored runs and he is not in much pressure because they are out of the tournament. GT, so they'll just go and express themselves. I think Riddiman could be a game changer today. Darrell Mitchell, Shivam Dubey, a big hitter of the cricket ball. Shubman Gill, Rituaj Gaikwad, Sai Sudarshan, Ravindra Jadeja, Moin Ali, Shahrukh Khan, Rashid Khan, and Tushar Deshpande. These are the teams we have right now for GT versus Chennai top 11 picks. This is how the team looks. You can pick your players and see where it goes, how it goes, or what happens. Abhijit sir, this is what it is. I mean, it's a must win game for Chennai to be uh, safe and secure. Because whatever we do in life, we have to take care of we have to take all the precautions so that we don't fall. And Chennai's got a lot of reputation as a team. We talked about the start of the show. They're a very
You
good team.
want
Thank you,
CSK to
Mr.
win. You want
Of
CSK
course.
to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want GT
Bias
to
towards
win because I
CSK.
know
No. I'm not saying that. I want the best team to win. The
absolutely. That's
host
how. But
the host
CSK,
the
if
host should
CSK
the
should be
host
there.
should the host should always say the best team should win. You should not be
No, I
biased.
don't agree. I don't agree. If I like
No.
something, I mean,
Why
there
you
is
are
not,
biased?
GT has not done anything. to get our
GT,
support. My
GT were
support. At least.
without their player, that they were following a template which they were not able to follow. Must have the components on which they have to follow the template which they followed
All
last
right,
year.
all right. We'll see that, Mr. Datta. Thanks a lot, Abhijit sir. As usual, thanks a lot for coming and throwing light
Thank
on
you.
the
Thank you.
current
Thank you.
scheme of
Thank
things
you.
of IPL and
Take
how
care.
things are going.
Take
Let's
care of
enjoy the
yourself,
cricket.
Nilanjan.
Sure, sure. I
Yeah,
will. Thank you, sir.
yeah. I mean, you're with a little cough and cold. You should always keep your immunity high. That's what, and you can play cricket and hit the ball like I do. Abhijit sir is still jealous about it. On that note, thanks a lot, gentlemen, for coming and supporting us on cricket calling. See you more on the next episode and enjoy cricket. Thanks a lot for watching.